Hey, this is Chris Parry from Equity.Guru with today's 3-minute hit. Today's hit is Amped Ventures. Look, I've been talking about these guys for years, and I'm going to keep talking about them. They don't pay me to do it, much to my annoyance. But I've got stock in the company, and the stock for mine has never been overvalued. This thing came out of the gates like a shotgun. Some crappy shit happened with some big holders, drove it down. They worked their way back up again. They got another big investor in. We won't call him by name, but he did what he always does. He got the thing moving up and then pulled the rug out from under it and made money all the way down. So here we are, Amped, a company that is doing real business in a really hot sector, an important sector, a sector with unceilinged gains potentially that no one gives a shit about because it's been beaten up. Now, at 14 cents a share, I think this thing is priced about a third of where it should be. But you know what? That's all well and good for me to think. The market makes the decision on that. So right now at 15 cents a share, this is a $12 million company. Now, if you look at their news bulletins, it is replete with sales agreements, partnerships, reseller deals. These guys are doing a lot of actual business. What is the business that they actually do? This is where it gets complex. So the business they actually do is they're into, let's assume you've heard of the metaverse, which Mr. Zuckerberg has been playing around with like an alien trying to figure out what humans are. The metaverse is basically the next iteration of the internet. Right now, the internet is one way. You tell Netflix what movie you want and it sends the movie. But you can't send a movie back. You can't play video games in a Netflix-like environment where you've got a game going in both directions because the internet's not built for that. So you need high-performance computing bandwidth to get to those things. Now that we've got AI being a really big deal, big data, video game hosting, the big giants of like Google creating things like Stadia, where the intent is for you to be able to play games that are hosted on their servers like they're hosted on your own console. All this needs a buttload of big high-performance computing setups. One important thing that needs it is virtual film production. Now, a lot of people don't know this is happening, but your new Star Wars films and TV series, they're created virtually, which means instead of spending millions of dollars building props and backgrounds and sets, they're in a circular LED screen. And the LED screen runs a video game engine using high-performance computing that creates worlds on the fly. You need the sun to move over that way, you just move the sun. You need a character to have an extra leg, you type it in, it's got an extra leg. This is how films are being made now. It's quicker, cheaper, much more flexible, and hyper-realistic. But every time it happens, you need a venue where it can happen, and you need fat high-performance computing service for it to happen. Amps creates and supplies those servers. All those reseller deals you've got on their news flow, that's that. So for me, Amped, one risk is, will they run out of money before they turn this thing into a revenue generating giant? They've got plenty of money in the pocket. They're not bothered. They're delivering on what they say they're going to deliver on. So for me, Amped at this price is an interesting deal. Now, they're not paying me to say it. I've got shares myself, so I'm conflicted. But at this price, I'm starting to look at the shares I have and thinking, should I buy more? That's Amped, AMPD. Do your own due diligence, but I can tell you, I'm starting to look at this share price and think, down market or not, this is a deal.